Hey guys, what's up? Today I want to talk about spiritual imposters. Okay? What are spiritual imposters and how not to be one? But first, let's talk about what they are. They are the ones that you see at church every Sunday. Not all of them, but a lot of them. They are the ones that wear the crystals, the ones that wear the clothing, the ones that, will show to the public, whether it be like in a crowd or on social media, that they are spiritual and they are enlightened and they're all woohoo. But in reality, they don't behave that way in their personal lives. Now, those are spiritual imposters, the ones that are aware that they are doing the exact opposite from what they preach. Now, we're all not perfect, right? All of us that are on this spiritual path, we try to reach enlightenment. As far as will we ever achieve it? More likely not. But we are aware that we are spiritual beings and that this life is just one reincarnation. And our mission is to do whatever possible to reach the highest phase that we possibly can in this life. It's our dharma. So how not to be a spiritual imposter is to be aware that you are human, and to be aware that your mind will take you to places that you don't want to go, to be aware that you are reacting to big things and little things in a way that you may not want to. Being spiritual is not wanting to be that way. Okay, there is your initial reaction, right? When something goes wrong, something bad happens, and you react. But your secondary reaction, that is very, very important. I would say the most important, right? When something happens, you feel it, you observe how you're feeling, right? But you don't allow yourself to get immersed and go into deep, dark places and let your temper take over, like being cut off on the freeway, or if, like your let's say your spouse cheats on you, right? You can, your first initial reaction would be anger or hurt, right? Your secondary reaction would be what? Are you gonna get crazy and break things or get physical, violently or physically? Like what is your secondary reaction gonna be? Okay, for those of us who are on the spiritual path, right? And that is like our mission. We're gonna be aware that this happened and this is how it made me feel. But it is not everything. It's just a moment in time. And to let it go. I mean, things are gonna play their course, but you don't want to get caught up in the muck. It's really hard, okay, to be spiritual. Like, it's hard when you're going through things. But that's why they say it's a spiritual practice. You have to practice it every single day. You have to practice how to release. You have to practice how to calm your mind, to be aware. Every minute of the day is it's not a daily thing. It's like a minute-to-minute thing where you have to learn how to control your mind. And that's what being spiritual is, in my opinion. It's being able to stay above the fray as best as you can. And you don't just talk the talk, and pretend, and look the part, but actually play the part. That is like the ultimate mission, is to be able to achieve that state. For those of us that are truly spiritual, we embody it. Like we live it. This is who we are. And sometimes we make mistakes. And we're very aware and we'll correct it and be better the next time. So yeah, don't fool yourself into thinking that you're spiritual, and you're not really doing the spiritual stuff and the work that it takes. Because it's not easy stuff. It's not easy. It's not easy work. It's like constant every day. So yeah, don't be a spiritual imposter. Like, be spiritual and do the work for yourself. And another thing is, we're all spiritual beings, right? Like, that is a fact. But living the spiritual path, that's a totally different thing. So I just want to make sure, like, I'm not saying that we're being spiritual is like just something we turn into, because we already are spiritual beings. My thing is living the spiritual life, right? Practicing and staying the course and trying our best to transcend to enlightenment as best as possible and to live out our dharma. And that is the ultimate goal. And for those who are imposters, I mean, y'all just imposters. So, I mean, like, even me judging is like probably not the spiritual thing to do. I realize that. And like I said, we're all not perfect, and I'm not perfect, and I am not enlightened for sure. But I will always continue to work on myself and better myself. The thing is, I just don't want people to think because they look the part that they're actually truly enlightened. If anything, we should be lifting each other up. We should be supporting each other. We should try our best not to judge and to be more compassionate and have empathy for people. That is part of the spiritual path. And we do it not just in public, but behind closed doors in our one-on-one relationships, on people that we're around every single day, is to be the best versions of ourselves and to be kind and not let our ego, the negative parts of our ego, drive how we treat other people and how we behave. So yeah, I hope that this message is clear. Anyways, take care. I'll talk to you guys again real soon.